Hey everybody, welcome to 2022. You're at the Dad Challenge podcast. I can't believe it's 2022 and we don't have flying cars. The hell's that all about? Sons of bitches. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are here today. We're talking about the first scandal of the year. And it's a family vlogger who I had no idea existed. There are so many of these people on YouTube, it's actually mind-blowing. This one had hundreds of thousands of subscribers as well. And is just basically, I don't like her. And you're not gonna like her either. Like, you're gonna hate her. That's what this is all about. It's Elle Darby. Let's go. So if you don't know who Elle Darby is, welcome to the club, man. Neither did I. So let's go in and look at her channel. Here's what I do when I do my in-depth deep dive of these people. My in-depth deep dives generally come, They generally come as I go through their videos. Okay, I don't like deep dive, go in the threads and all that. I don't do any of that stuff. I just watch their shit and I learn about them from what they tell me. So that's what I do with Elle Darby. I've downloaded over 40 of her videos just because I know that she's likely going to go take them all down. And apparently she already took a bunch down that I missed. So if you don't know who Elle Darby is, she is an Instagram and YouTube influencer. Spoiler alert, she's already lost like 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers because of what she did. And we'll get to that in a second. So she joined February 26, 2014. She's been on here for 7 years. That's the math, 8 years. I'm dumb. It's like 8 years now. Well, it's just 2022. So let's give her 7 years. Almost. Yeah, so 7 years in February. Math is not me. So Elle Darby is a Instagram influencer as well. She's got over 80 million views on YouTube, so she's made a pretty decent buck on here. Nothing insane. Her videos get roughly, let's see, before the whole shit blew up, about 180,000 views, and it looks like she does, when she was doing videos, about 2 times a week, something like that. And she was making some good money. And now she's obviously a beauty influencer as well before all the kids came along. Why she ended up on my radars because now she's a family vlogger. Her and her husband obviously are just all about their looks. He's a fitness guru and she's a plastic Barbie doll with the biggest fake ass lips you've ever seen in your life. Probably a butt lift, probably boob jobs, everything else, which is whatever. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. But I'm going to snark on it. Those are the rules here at the Dad Challenge podcast, okay? If you can't even be real to even anything of your own body, I feel sad for you. I do. Because I know that I'm not a gem. Although, look at this. How could you not want to be like, can I touch your face? Look, I get it. If I could get real hair, I would do it. But what I'm saying is that when I talk about these influencers and when I talk about their fake looks and their Botox and their fake boobs and their fake eyelashes and their fake eyebrows and their fake bums and their fake belly suction and everything else is fake on these people. The reason I talk about that to a degree is to make fun of them, yes, but because of that, it's because so many people compare themselves to these women. And unless you can afford $100,000 worth of plastic surgery, you're not going to be that way. Plus, what's going to happen when they actually do age? They have to get more and more and more of it. Have you seen any of these women in Hollywood who have aged and just have to keep piling on plastic surgery like it's Play-Doh? They look ridiculous. I almost want to be like, 2022, let's advocate for aging naturally. Because these women are generally beautiful anyway without the freaking stuff. They just fake it because this is and again, this is a product of social media, by the way, everybody. This is what comes out of social media influencers. We wouldn't be doing all these BBLs and fake lips and all this shit, not like in the range we do. I remember growing up and you rarely saw that. Now it's like teenagers are getting it done because of these types of people. Okay? So, sorry about the mini rant. So if you go to her Instagram, Elle Darby is British. So, whatever. She's got 764,000 followers on Instagram, which is a big deal. She makes a lot of money online, I'll tell you that. Okay, and she just, I don't know, this has got to be Photoshopped. or she's just, that's Photoshopped. I don't even understand how your body can do that. Unless you're wearing a corset with, ratcheting straps around your waist. I don't like it. She looks weird there. But she's a mom, but a narcissistic D-bag of a mom. Crazy about herself, and whatever. Again, whatever makes you happy. She's the central focus of her videos. But she actually started bringing her kids and everything, and she does family vlogging now. But that's not, it is what it is. And I probably could have snarked on all that shit if I knew who they were before. But then all these tweets started resurfacing. And I'm not sure who broke the story. I'm actually reaching out to somebody who told me about it. Let me go to that page. So there's this Instagram site called I Like Small Butts 1991. Which is, then she likes me because I have a really small butt. Or he, I don't know who it is. And she has a thing called Connor Swift and Elle Darby. Connor Swift sounds like a country music star that has failed. But this Instagram thing, whatever channel, I don't know, I'm so old. This Instagram page literally has all of the receipts of what they've done. So let's dive into what they did, and then I'm going to tear apart one of their old videos, and then we're going to snark the shit on Ellie for a little while, just because she deserves it. And this is again, you tell me if you think this is a cancelable action, because I think it actually is. There's very rarely things that are super cancelable, and my platform says I would rather them just get their kids off. I don't want them canceled. I don't want any of these family vloggers canceled, except for a couple, but I mostly just want them to take their kids off so the kids can have their privacy back. That's what I advocate for. But this, and Micah, and a couple others, Sam and Nia, those types of people, canceled, is what I'm saying. Weiss life, yeah. So this is what she says. Another said, I much prefer my pretty 4 Labrador retrievers to my ugly, spiteful mongrel cat. That bitch can go back to RSPCA. I don't know what is going on with these pants, but she's taken Moose Knuckle and to a whole new level. It looks like it goes to her belly button. That's all I'm saying here. Sorry. I know it's just the pants. So here's some of the tweets that came out. I wish every single species of male could have an off button. Sometimes they all just deserve to live on the streets covered in diseases. Well, that's... Oh. I know it's not really racist or anything. It's just her being... Okay. Every species of male. This is an inconvenient tweet for Elle Darby. I find it so annoying when people make it out like they're the innocent victim, and they're clearly not. And again, this is exactly what she's saying here. So when we get to the racist tweets, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is her husband, Connor Swift, who is a failed everything. He says, I am Bredong. He says, wonder if her N-word smashed him up. Huge uppercut. Now, I get this is 10 years ago, and this guy's, 25? So maybe he was 15, maybe he's 20. Maybe what is he, 30? So he's 20 years old when this stuff comes out. I don't care. If you are old enough to be on the internet, on Twitter, and are saying this stuff, it's still embedded in you. We talk about this a lot with people who are racist and underlying all that kind of stuff. You are racist when you say this stuff. There's just no way around it. That's it. Okay, so... Then he writes, ring me N-word, and he keeps this on Twitter. These guys have a huge following. So he uses the N-word a lot, and he is not of that persuasion. He's not allowed to use that word, basically, is what I'm telling you. Elle Darby writes, I swear it's always Black History Month. What are you trying to say with that? And she hates Polish people, which is weird, because I thought Polish people were super nice. Am I wrong? Any Poles here? I think Polish people are dope. Their food, holy shit. So I hope the Polish twat driving my bus this morning, who nearly kicked me off because I didn't have my pass, crashes when he's dropped me at school. That's nice. And she says this, why do foreign people follow me? I don't speak your grunts, meatheads. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. She says this, looked like a black man after work, through all the dust I collected. Still looked hot. Wow. Wow. And he's working, so it's not like he's definitely an adult here. Okay, so all these, there's a bunch more too, right? But all this came to this. She doesn't even make a video, tearful apology on her bed with white sheets and shit. She just writes this, okay? Listen to this. I can't wait till the apology video drops, by the way, because literally every penny that these two make is on Instagram and YouTube. They don't have jobs. They are terrible people. They're going to fail, and they have children. Christmas and New Year are traditionally a time for reflection, and as such, we decided to take some time to look through both our histories on social. Did you? Or just because you're called out on Twitter? We decided to take some, I think someone found them for you and then you just saw it. We are ashamed to admit that we did not like what we found. Oh, is that so? I mean, okay. The both of us were shocked, surprised, and devastated by some of the language we use in our very old tweets, in particular over a decade ago. You're shocked that you said that? I don't understand this. Do you think people are stupid, Ellie and Connor? Do you think people are really that dumb? You wrote it, dumbass. You wrote it. We're shocked that we wrote it. What? And of course, this thing was a decade ago, but we all know that shit doesn't fly on the internet anymore. It doesn't work. You're racist then, you're racist now. You just covered it up better. We feel that we all have a responsibility to our own mistakes and try to take responsibility for our actions, especially the ones that don't paint us in the best light. Okay. These comments are not a reflection of who either of us are. Yes, they are. As grown adults, nor who we were at the time they were made. They're not? Okay. It sounds like, I mean, I get if you make one joke. Even then, when I was young, you make a joke, fine, you're young. I get it. But you have like 40 tweets, girl. And Connor has like less, but more racist tweets. I get it if it's one, but not a pattern. There's a huge pattern of racism here. I'm sorry, that doesn't go away. That's built, that's embedded into you. So she's lying, obviously, and we get that. We're calling it out. That's what we're doing this video for. And they do not align with what we stand for. Bullshit. We are beyond angry at ourselves and ashamed that our behavior will have been hurtful to some. Of you who have supported our family for so long, we can only wish for your forgiveness. I have a great New Year's and stay safe. Love always. Okay. No. That's a bullshit apology excuse. It's not even, all you had to do is say, we're sorry, we're leaving because you're canceled. And if you go on this page a little bit further, every single sponsorship that they've ever had is falling apart. And that's what happens with Micah. That's what happens when people do stupid shit online. Love Meg. Everybody who does something dumb, the sponsorships go first because that's the bulk of their money. Yeah, they make a ton of money on YouTube and Instagram, but the sponsorships make them triple that. So they're going to lose it all. And again, if you're racist for your whole life, you kind of deserve it. Let's be real. Okay? So they go on. There's a couple more I just want to read before I get to the video. Literally never felt so much hate towards someone before. Normally not a bitchy tweeter, but F, you are a see you next Tuesday. She says she's also homophobic. Every time you tweet something, even though it's usually utter crap, I imagine you saying it in your gay boy Irish accent. Women comedies are never funny. They're useless. I'm not sure are you funny, Connor? I think he meant to say comedians, which is stupid. You're dumb. And everybody hates you. She's also fatphobic, which is nice. Give dirty looks to fat people. It makes them realize people hate them, so they lose weight, saving them from heart attacks. Quote from mom. Oh, it's her mom. So now we know where she gets it from. All right. Again, this shit is learned behavior, everybody. Really learned behavior. F the Polish police. Okay, I don't know why. Red or black on ITV3. Hello, my name is Angel, but I'm known as a celeb from BB10. What? You're Polish. Piss off. Sucks to be you. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I was in the 212 on the Uptown, and N, you know what's up, or don't you? She also uses the N-word. I'm not sure you were ever allowed to be saying those as a white person. Especially, nope, ever. Fat little dwarf sat next to me on the bus thinking he's real funny by talking about me when I've got my earphones on. You alright, babe? Okay, so she's also ableist. Nice. And then the person writes, Ellie and Connor didn't find these tweets upon reflecting. They were exposed and they got caught. Their apology was based on them lying. Yes, that's what I just said. When the obese, bald, elderly bus driver tries to make jokes with you about whether or not this bus is going to your stop, you know you're in. I don't know what that means, but she's making fun of me. She didn't like bus drivers, apparently. My obese bus driver with 3 piercings in his face is wearing Ugg boots this morning. Who do you think you are? Wow. Ellie is a class act. All right, I mean, we're going to be covering her for a little while, but let's get to this video. This happened a little while ago. It was 3 years ago. So she's been exposed before for certain things. These people build their life off growing a platform and then getting free shit from everybody. Their whole life is built off free shit. Not only do they get the free shit, but they get paid to show the free shit. And their houses, their cars, everything is built off the back of the platforms that they grow. And everything about her is fake. Every single thing about her is fake. So why do these people get to be famous? What did they contribute? They contributed nothing. They don't do anything. Why are influencers famous? What do these people do? I can even almost understand mommy influencers because they're like, mom with me and all my struggles, even though it's bullshit. But I could almost understand that. When someone before they had kids was, for what? Because you have fake tits and you sit on the beach in a bikini? What does that give people? Please explain this to me if you follow these people. I never understood it, never will. All right, so let's go through this video. It's a little bit long, 17 minutes, where she got exposed. She says, I was exposed, so embarrassing. I don't know what she's talking about, and you know how I roll. We learn together. All right, let's do it.
This one's for my blogging angels. This one's for my vlogging angels. This one is for anybody who is or aspires.
Does she look like she's dead and they're dressing her up for the casket? Is that just me? Something's up. Is she high or does she get punched in the eye? Her eyes are super red. I don't know if there's a British thing. British people, it's not. We don't claim her. I get it. But she calls her people the angels. Just like Bits of Bish is like, aloha, loves. She does everybody's an angel, right? You're an angel. I don't like that. It pisses me off.
Trying to be a social media influencer.
Why do you do this? You are. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Oh my God. You guys know I never, ever feed into drama.
What is your eyes? Did you smoke 5 joints before this video?
Ever. It's not the sort of person I am. I'm so bad at confrontation. It makes me the most anxious person in the entire world. And usually with...
An entire world. This accent, explain to me, UK people, where's she from? Don't even tell me. I want to read it. You guys will tell me. Because I've heard that UK accents, like you could tell where they live just by their accent. It's kind of funny.
Any other...
Same with Canadians though. If you go to Newfoundland and Labrador, they talk like, hey, let's get out in the sleds there, and get on the water there, boy, and get some fishies. That's how they talk in Newfoundland. Out east, they say yep like this. Yup. That's how they say yes. Yup. And they're like, hey, boy, it's up there, hey, boy. It's quite the weather out there, eh? It's way different in the East Coast than the West Coast. West Coast like, hey, what's up, Teds? You know, they're very much like California. Ontario's only people that really, really are just straight up. We just speak. There's no inflection or fries or anything like that. But the East Coast, salt of the earth people. Not going to lie to you guys. You can go out there, right? You're driving on the East Coast no matter where you are. Your car breaks down or some shit, you can go to anybody's house. Doors unlocked, walk in, grab whatever you want, and they'll feed you. They are amazing. But they drink a lot.
I guess, situation like this, I would just, you know, sweep it under the carpet, whatever.
Rug.
Haters gonna hate. I ain't bothered, boo, do you know what I mean?
What is your eye? What is going on with your eye?
But...
what did you do? Did she get punched? Was she like fixing her fake eyelash and stabbed her eye with one of her giant nails?
This morning, something happened which absolutely infuriated me.
Oh, let's hear it.
I have not felt these emotions in one time ever to the extreme that I felt them this morning. I was angry, I was sad, I was upset,
you were shiny?
I was anxious.
You missed that when you were shiny.
I was embarrassed, I felt humiliated. So many emotions.
Is this like makeup that's not makeup? You know what I mean? Like, that's me naturally, but there's like 20 pounds of makeup instead of 40 because it's... Again, that's why it looks like she's at a funeral. She's in a casket.
Through me that I should never have had to feel in the first place. So, yes, today's going to be a story time, angels. Get your cup of tea.
Let's do it.
We're having a chat. It might get deep. We might get emotional. I might cry.
Let's do it.
Shout. You might cry and shout with me. Who knows? Right. Okay.
I hate you. I hate you too. Weird eyes. Shiny forehead person. She wishes she could have these looks. Shall we continue?
Where do I begin? So, as you guys know, or you may not know,
we don't know.
Hi, my name is Ellie, and I work as a social media influencer. That's how I make my money. That's how I live my life. It's the world I know.
Thank God she's admitting it. A lot of people won't. But let's be real, everybody. If you're going to be on social media and do this as a living, you might not want to be racist, fatphobic, homophobic, all the phobics. You might want to not do that. And she posted this on one of her videos where she's like shouting out, Black Lives Matter. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, at least go through your shit and make sure there's nothing problematic if you're going to be social media famous. Your haters will find everything about you just with the shit you... And it isn't even hard for them to find it.
It's the only job that has brought me happiness. It's made me feel like I'm living my life purpose. I feel like I'm...
If your life purpose is to take photos of your ass and put on the internet, then sorry, your life purpose is garbage. What she's meaning to say here, and I'll translate because now I do speak fluent influencer, is that she gets to take pictures of her ass and her boobs and gets paid lots of money for it. Then she goes to Target and goes shopping at all these places and does hauls. That's what she's saying here. There's no purpose in her life. Her purpose is to make money. And this is the easiest way to do it without an education, without giving anything to the world. All these, if you understand what influencers are, all they do is take. They take free shit. They take money. They take your time. They take your attention. They take your coveting. They want to be coveted. They take your everything. They are leeches on the world. They give nothing to anybody. People are like, well, they're influencing. You know, I watch them and I'm like, yeah, girl, but what does that do for you? When you see her and her ass on the beach, you're like, I love it. Sassy. Why? To what? What did that do for you positively? Did it be like, I'm going to go take sassy pictures of my ass on the beach now? Okay. Thanks.
Helping others in so many ways, and that's why I do what I do. Over the last 3 years,
No, she lied. It's money. Liar face.
I have been exposed to the real social media industry and the world and the people behind it. That obviously brings so many incredible opportunities.
Okay.
Opportunities like your favourite brands want to send you free clothes. Your favourite food companies want to send you free food. Hotels, travel agencies, the only places you could ever dream of visiting.
I'm not sure that you're... Are you just... It's as if she's flexing right now. And I'm like, okay, nobody can relate to that because nobody can get free shit to places and things we've never done or been able to go to in our wildest dreams. But thanks for rubbing it in our faces.
Contact you, asking to work together in return for some exposure on your YouTube channel or your blog or whatever it can be. Over the last couple of nights, my partner Connor and I have been discussing going to Dublin for a little weekend away.
Oh, this is the friggin' white moose thing. Yeah, good.
Weekend before Valentine's Day, and I decided to contact some hotels asking if they would like to collaborate.
She also just made it sound like the people reach out to her, but what they do is they have managers that reach out to people and say, hey, look, Ellie's got like 700,000 subscribers. We'll give you exposure, but all we need is this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and free. So we look like we're living our best life, and we are flexing on... Can you guys understand this culture and how toxic it actually is? So not only do they not pay for anything, they get paid to do it, and they're showing you what to do while they would never spend a penny of their own money at these places. On the contrary, they get paid to do it. This is such a toxic culture we live in. I'm so scared for my daughter.
Okay, I go visit them. I stay in the hotel. I feature them on vlogs. I put them on my Instagram. I talk about the hotel. I write a review. Whatever.
Thanks. Exposure bucks here.
For a discounted or complimentary stay, because that same hotel would not be able to go to a magazine or to a billboard or to a television advert for a free review.
It's not free, dumbass. Okay, first of all, if you go to a hotel, they're staffed with people that you pay. You eat food that you have to pay for. You have to pay for the doorman. You have to pay for the cooks. You have to pay for the people who clean your disgusting sheets that you're covered in makeup and shit. That's not free, everybody. They're probably paying thousands for you to stay there. So yeah, I'm sure they could just take those thousands and put it on a billboard if they want. What is she saying here? And again, the exposure you get from TV is different if you get an Instagram influencer. Their reach is only so far, whereas reach of television and everything else is different. What the hell is she saying here? Oh my God, she's dumb.
Something that could potentially be bringing them a lot more business.
No, it doesn't. I would like to know from any of these businesses who have used influencer campaigning for like hotels and things like that, do people say, I've come here because, like, let's say Jess Fam, for example. Do people go to Disney because Jess Fam goes to Disney? I don't get it. Are there actually, I mean, let's say there's 700,000 people and less than 1% take her advice and go stay at one of these super expensive villas or expensive hotels and all these things. It's never cheap. Let's be real. And so even if you did want to go to those places that she's telling you about, you can't afford it anyway. So if you're rich and can afford those things, you're likely not going to be influenced by this person. You're already doing that shit because you're already rich. You guys see the cyclical toxicity of this? It's crazy.
I feel so disgusting having to say this. I feel so vile and...
You need to chill. These shits are going to explode soon.
Oh, it makes me kind of feel sick. But as a 22-year-old girl who's running her own business from her...
Stop calling it a business. Stop it.
...home, I don't feel like I did anything wrong in that. Let me just also point out, I've never, ever in all the time I've been doing this, had rude or impolite response from whichever hotel or brand or anybody that I have gone to first.
In 2022, everybody, let's normalize telling influencers to f*** off. We don't need your influencer bucks here. It doesn't, just stop. There's Our Life, and I'll do a video on this, released this on their other channel. I don't know what, because they got blocked or something by some other channel that didn't pay them or for whatever reason, something went down. And she's trying to call them out and all this stuff. This is what I do when it comes to So Luxury, when it comes to vacuums and shit like that. I will review the other vacuum. I will tell you I will never buy anything that a family vlogger is endorsed to do. And I will tell those companies, I won't buy that shit. Stop paying influencers, guys, and again, there must be a return because it's very popular to do this. There must be some kind of return. How about this? If you're going to advertise to influencers, make sure they're not douchebags for one. Okay, Shannon Rose, this girl, a bunch of other people who've been called out for that kind of stuff. Jordan Cheyenne, everybody's been called out and they lost all their sponsorships. Aaron Williams, everybody's lost tons of sponsorships for their behavior. So one, how about we only just sponsor people that are decent online, okay? That don't expose their children, don't exploit people, anything like that. Like there's lots of them out there. I'm cool with that, okay? Just do your due diligence, brands. We should almost start being like, brands, you should have done your due diligence. It's on them now to say, whoever's reaching out to these people, they're not doing their job correctly because they're not researching that this person was an ultra racist.
Rather than them coming to me to propose a business idea, I've never once in my life had a rude, nasty, disrespectful response to me directly, let alone what happened after I sent these emails out. I sent a couple of emails out to what looked like the most gorgeous hotels in Dublin. I was like, oh my god, they look fantastic. I would be absolutely honoured to stay there. Would you be honoured to stay there for free? You're so humble. Your humility shines through in your shiny makeup. I sent the emails and then me and my friend went shopping.
My friend and I.
We went to Primark. When I was in Primark...
What's that?
I checked my phone and I had loads and loads of Twitter notifications and I was like, it's weird, what's going on here? And
oh, by the way, she deleted her Twitter because she got called out. Twitter has brought down more people, good and bad, obviously, but Twitter is like receipts for days. Guys, if you ever want to be an influencer, don't be on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but I'm not racist, so I'm not worried about it. But like Twitter is like the receipt capital of the world for cancellations.
Saw on Twitter, somebody had sent me my email. Somebody had...
Shocked alert. Your email was sent to you? Oh my god.
Sent a screenshot of my email to me.
How dare you send a screenshot of my email to me? How dare you? Sorry. This girl's ridiculous.
On Twitter. And the screenshot was from the original hotel's Facebook page.
Oh my god. Clearly you've never met White Moose Dude. Did you do any research about this guy first before you reached out for free shit? That's your own fault. That guy is the snarkiest hotel owner on earth. I love him.
Numerous tweets.
Hey, White Moose, can I stay at your hotel for free too? I'll bring you tons of exposure with my with my tiny following. And I'll eat all your breakfast for free. And I'll dirty your sheets for free. Please let me stay there, White Moose guy.
He's calling me a freeloader. Disgusting.
You are a freeloader. That is freeloading behavior. That's freeloading. You're expecting something for nothing.
Skanky. All these people
called you a skanky bitch? I'll allow it.
I didn't know. Which is like, I guess normal. That's normal for me to have comments from random...
You just said it wasn't normal. You've never received a hateful email.
People that I've never heard of in my life. You know, it kind of comes with part and parcel of the job. Like, you're literally putting yourself out there on the internet, which anybody, anywhere can access. And they're going to judge you. That's real life.
Yeah, it's real life, but based on a fake life. So I don't know, it's weird. They're calling you in on your bullshit fakeness. It's not real life. Real life is them making fun of you, sure. But your shit's not real life. Your shit's terrible.
Social media for you. But I've never had it like this. So yeah, anyway, I went on the Facebook page. My email was screenshotted on one of these posts with an absolutely savage caption.
Okay, I gotta read this caption for you guys. Is she gonna read it?
Absolutely savage. Oh my god. I was roasted, right? I was absolutely torn to pieces. Not only was...
Okay, well, we're gonna go read it now. Yeah. Meet Elle Darby, the 22-year-old social media influencer was exposed after asking for a 5 free night stay. Okay. She competed in her first bikini competition. Oh, there are more things to the world we all needed. Thanks, Ellie. There's the email. Hi, hope this email finds you well. I'll do it in a British accent, ready? I'm emailing in regards to a possible collaboration on social media. My name is Elle Darby and I work as a social media influencer, mainly lifestyle, beauty and travel based. I have over 87,000 YouTube subscribers. Here is my link, as well as 76,000 Instagram followers. I'm not good at British accents, but just deal with it. My partner and I are planning to come to Dublin for an early Valentine's Day weekend from February 8th to 12th to explore the area. As I was searching for places to stay, I came across your stunning hotel and would love to feature you in my YouTube videos / dedicated Instagram stories post to bring traffic to your hotel. and recommend others look up in return for free accommodation. Last year, I worked with Universal Orlando in Florida, and it's been amazing for them. I'm sure. Universal, really? It's been amazing. Really? No! Give me a break. Universal Studios, what are you thinking? Why do people do that? Okay, so we posted that, and this is what White Moose Guy wrote. Dear social influencer, I know your name, but apparently it's not important to use names. Thank you for your email looking for free accommodation in return for exposure. It takes a lot of balls to send an email like that, if not much self-respect and dignity. This guy is my brother. If I let you stay here in return for a feature in your video, who's going to pay the staff? Oh, who's going to pay the staff who look after you? That's what I said. Who's going to pay the housekeepers who clean your room? The waiters who serve you breakfast? The receptionist who checks you in? Who's going to pay for the light and heat you use during the stay? I didn't even say that one. The laundering of your bed sheets. The water rates. Maybe I should tell my staff they will be featured in your video in lieu of receiving payment for work carried out while you're in residence. Dude. Exactly. Lucky for us, we too have a significant social media following. We have 186,000 followers on our 2 Facebook pages, an estimated 80,000 on our Snapchat, 32 on Instagram, and a paltry 12K on Twitter. But JC, I would never in a million years ask anyone anything for free. I also blog a bit at paulvstenson.com, which as far as I'm aware is another way of saying write stuff on the internet. The above stats do not make me any better than anyone else or afford me the right to not pay for something everyone else to pay for. I like this guy, Paul Stenson. I like him. In future, I'd advise you to offer to pay your way like everyone else, and if the hotel in question believes your coverage will help them, maybe they'll give you a complimentary upgrade to a suite. This would show more self-respect on your part, and let's face it, it would be less embarrassing for you. She says he roasted her a little bit. That's not like a vitriolic roast or anything. He's just like, hey, you know what? Here's a little lesson for you. Just come stay, pay. Hey, we like you. Let's give you some free shit. She expects it before she even goes.
There's a savage caption. There were also about over 100 comments.
Oh no, there's way more than that. Let's just take... as far as I can see, there is 11,000 comments. Wow. Most people saying, if I'm ever in Dublin, I'll be staying at your hotel. If I ever go to Dublin, and someday I hope to, because I would love to visit Ireland, I'm staying at White Moose, and I'm paying with my own knuts or whatever they take there in Dublin. That's Harry Potter money, if you didn't know. I'm a nerd.
Again, saying disgusting things about me.
Okay, it wasn't disgusting, lady. Are you serious? He's just giving you the facts of life as an influencer. She's dragging this way out of proportion because she wants her stands to go be like, how dare thee, White Moose place? White Moose knuckle?
I had gone to this certain hotel and emailed them politely, offering them a business idea.
Universal Orlando was about to go under until I went, and now they're totally flush with cash because I went. Really, Ellie? You are wrapped up in your own ass like unlike anything I've ever seen, more than Micah Stauffer, and that's saying something.
A business proposal, a collaboration idea, with nothing but the purest intentions.
Oh, you mean intentions to get free shit. That's what you're looking for. Purest intentions is to take free shit from people. No, that's not pure. That's selfish, that's narcissistic, that's self-grandizing. Is that a word? It's gross, that's what I'm saying.
Nothing but the purest intentions. They then decided to take that email, which I had written to them in confidentiality, and blast it
Didn't say in the email.
over their social media pages with nothing but malicious intent. They
No, I read it myself just now. It wasn't malicious. He was trying to educate you in this world of influencing. He's an influencer himself, clearly. Why I've been following White Moose for years and years and years, and before this all went down. And he is very smart with his social media. He was trying to say, hey, look, don't be an idiot. Here's what you should do. It wasn't like, give me a break. It's not like he sent people out to murder you. Relax. He's in Ireland. There's like 6 people there.
posted that email that I had written to them with thousands of likes, of followers, whoever, basically saying I was an awful person.
You are an awful person. Anybody who lives in this world, everybody, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it out loud. If you do this for a living and all you have to show is fake tits and ass, fake eyelashes, eyebrows, and everything else, fake hair, fake lips, fake teeth, fake everything, you have to put 15,000 pounds of makeup on every day to do the thing and just take a picture every once in a while, you offer nothing to this world. We don't want you here. You don't even go here. Go get a job. Go get educated. Go do something positive. Nothing you do is good. That equals, to me, you are bad. Because on the other side of it is these people who think that they have to do those things in order to be noticed or valuable. And that's the problem here. These influencers are telling you you have to be fake AF in order to be valuable. Do you guys not realize how damaging that is, specifically to our children? Adults can do what they want, but our daughters are growing up in this world, and that's scary, okay? That's scary. So this year, I'm going to be uncovering Instagram influencers the world over. We're going to start with mommy influencers, daddy influencers. We're going to go through the whole gamut. There's lots on YouTube, and we'll still cover them, but this year I'm going to focus on these a-holes. There's a bunch. Stoffers, I'm coming for you.
Even suggesting that I get to stay there for maybe a discount or for free. I have never had a thing like that in my life. When I first saw that,
Shut up. You live on the internet. This girl gets vitriolic comments left, right, center. There's tattle threads about this girl beyond the realms of time.
Literally felt my heart sink to the bottom of my stomach.
Oh my god, cue that music. You had your heart broken because you didn't get free shit at a hotel. I'm so sorry, Ellie, that this happened to you, that you were attacked ruthlessly by this guy. Finn, shut your pie hole. Are you serious right now? And those fans that are in your chat saying, we're with you. You guys can get effed as well. You're stupid for giving her your social media currency.
It is totally one thing when you run a blog, a social media page, whatever it is you do, and you put yourself out there because you're in control of the content that the people on the other end of the screen are seeing.
The fake content. You missed that part. The fake curated shit that is not real at all, which you want us to associate you with and compare ourselves to and buy shit that you tell us to buy. That's what it all is, everybody. It's bullshit toxicity.
But when something of you is taken from a confidential message to a business, legitimate business, with a fully grown man running this business, and then blasted over their social media pages, I don't even know what they wanted. They wanted that post to blow up. I don't really.
It did blow up, and clearly you did a video about it, so it worked. It worked in your favor. And I think Paul came out, I was reading a news article on this. Paul came out and said it helped both our channels. She grew by a lot because of this scandal, by the way. So she got way more than she ever could have gotten just by staying at his hotel. Way more. She benefited. Likely, they both fully benefited, but she also benefited. She did not suffer from this at all. It made her way bigger.
You know, I don't really know what
On your bed, Gus.
their intent was. It was just malicious and nasty, and it didn't come from.
Relax. She's making it sound like this guy sent an RPG at her house, something like that. Relax, man. He just said no in a snarky way. Holy shit, you're sensitive.
From a good place. I cannot be clear enough that that post was literally aimed for people to be like, what the hell? Oh my god, what, like a disgusting freeloader? Like,
yes. Are you saying that you're not a disgusting freeloader? Because you are. You're just a pretty one. Let's just put it that way. You guys, if you ask for shit for free because you have a platform, that's freeloading. You are asking for free shit from people. That's selfish. Like, I honestly get it if someone wants to connect with me, like Nord or whatever, wants to connect and pay me to talk about the product, and I endorse the product, by the way. If I endorse it, I'll talk about it. I understand that. That's different. But I'm not approaching people and saying, hey, can I have free shit? I have a huge following. I'll approach people like Lilybrush and So Luxury because of the scandals that are going on with these other family vloggers. I'll say, send me some shit. I'll talk about it for free. Right? I'll do that. I will do that. And I'll say, just because I support you, regardless, I'll do it. Like, remember when I did the shark vacuum thing, which is still the better vacuum, because they support family vloggers? Because Dyson supports family vloggers? I'll do that maliciously. I will literally do that in spite of them. So that's what I do it for. But if someone wants to reach out to me, of course, I'll talk to you about it, but I'm not reaching out to people for free shit. I'm not that selfish and narcissistic. I don't think I'll ever get there. I hope not.
who does she think she is? She's so up herself. She thinks she's God's gift. Man.
Well, you're not. And your eyeball is weird.
I didn't even think to check my other social media.
Are you going to talk about the eyeball ever in this video? I hope so.
Right? But I went on my Instagram and I had hundreds of comments on my most recent Instagram post. People tagging their friends saying, this is the girl. Oh my god, what a disgusting freeloader.
Disgusting freeloader.
Hey,
It's Leviosa.
your own way, you're nothing special, babe. Like, all of these.
Truths? You can say truths? You're not special. You're not special. We're all special, as in we're all not special.
I guess degrading comments. Literally all because a group of people who
Literally!
don't necessarily understand the social media world. Like,
No. Let me stop you before you even continue on with this. This is exposing the social media world. This is how the sausage is made, everybody. And they don't like talking about how much money they make, how they get their brand deals. They don't want to do it. So when this stuff gets exposed, they get pissed. Their manager get pissed. Like We Agency and all these types of people that manage these families, they all get pissed when the sausage is revealed, how it's made, okay? This is how it's made. It's made on the backs of toxicity and selfishness unlike we've ever seen. If you got to see half the shit that these people talk about in real life, if you think they're racist on tweets, could you imagine who they really were in real life and who they are? Could you imagine?
Can I just say something? These were all people that I saw over the age of like 30 years plus. 30 years
Okay.
plus.
She's ageist now. I love it. Just keeps getting better with this one.
Literally.
Stop saying literally!
Internet bullying a 22-year-old.
You're an influencer. It's your own business. You decide to put... She just said this not 5 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago. That this is what I do and I open myself up to this. She just said it and she's accepted it. But now because we're over 30, we can't make fun of a 22-year-old. Are you shitting me right now? Yeah, we can. I will make fun of anybody, any age over the age of 18.
Girl who is trying to do nothing but run her own business.
Stop saying it's a business.
Try and succeed in something she loves.
By taking pictures of your ass, okay.
Raise awareness about what appeared to be an absolutely stunning hotel.
Raise awareness. I would like free shit to raise awareness. Awareness of what? Stop saying that. Too many family vloggers do this too. They put their kids, they put all their medical histories online. They're like, I'm raising awareness that kids fall off swings. Awareness accepted. I'm raising awareness for autism. We know it exists. I'm raising awareness for input anything here. I'm raising awareness for pregnancy. We know, we're aware. We're aware of all of this shit. If you're going to bring awareness to something, bring awareness to something that we're not aware of. Then I'll be like, okay, I get that. I was not aware of that. But they use this as a moniker, as an excuse to say, it's... I saw a tweet the other day that says, nobody, absolutely nobody, not even this person's mom, influencer. So a lot of people have been asking me about my makeup routine. It's nobody gives a shit. The awareness was there for everything. We know it. So when they use this, this is usually an excuse to exploit a situation. That's all it is.
In Dublin? I mean, I don't even know. I wasn't even going to make this video. I wasn't even...
Oh, here we go. We love this one. I wasn't even going to make it, but here it is.
I'm going to talk about it at all on my social media. I wasn't going to do one tweet. I wasn't going to do one Instagram story.
Why do they always say this? When it's a video about them being called out or apologizing, I wasn't going to do this. Why do you even put this in your video? It makes you look stupid, even more stupid than you already look. Because here it is, the thing you weren't going to do. Oh my God, I hate these people. Influencers are just, we need to do like a study and just start making them not acceptable in society.
I wasn't going to do anything.
But
then I had some other bloggers reach out to me. They really made me see
that I could capitalize on this situation.
Instead of being upset and literally crying in my own on my car because I was having all of these disgusting...
In my expensive Range Rover.
Nasty people leave me not very...
If she has a Range Rover, I'm gonna be laugh.
Nice comments on my social media. These other bloggers made me realise this isn't okay. And do you know what? It's not just me. This is...
Oh, it's okay. It's more than okay. It's exposing lies and toxicity and cancerous behavior online. This is what that lady from Facebook, I think, went to the Senate to talk about, or Congress, or whatever she went in front of. This is exactly what she's saying. You are dangerous to our up-and-coming youth. They're watching you, and they shouldn't, because we as parents aren't watching our kids what they're watching. I do, but most don't. You are dangerous, and you don't even know it. You think that you're adding value to the world, but you're actually dangerous. That is the overall message here when I come this year, 2022, for influencers. You're dangerous.
Not just happened to a handful of people. This is something that is like an everyday occurrence if you work as a social media influencer. And
I do like this she does the quotes because she knows it's bullshit what she's saying. She knows that a social media influencer is bullshit.
I think that's disgusting. People often say you're
clutching my pearls. Look at these pearls I've clutched.
So lucky to...
These pearls were sponsored by a pearl company. Please buy them. My link's below. 20% off if you use Elle Darby's a douche on your checkout.
Get clothes sent to you for free. Get this sent to you for free. Go here for free. And it's like...
Just don't look right anymore. Please.
If you work in a shop, you usually get what?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, at least 10% discount or something? I don't know.
Okay.
It is a perk of the job, but
You don't work at the store, dumbass.
you still have to work your ass off in order to get that discount or to get that day out for free or whatever you do, wherever
What?
you work. I'm sure you
What?
get some reward. Luckily, in the
Yeah, you get paid for working at the store. That's your reward. It's called a job. I am not surprised she doesn't realize what that is. Because she looks like she's been on the internet her whole life. So we get that. Ellie, let me explain to you. So here's what you do. When you're not a shitty ass influencer, what you do as a regular person, you either get an education or you learn a trade or you're just a super cool person who's good at sales, right? So what you do is you go to this place that you apply for what's called a job, right? Usually there's a, you got to fill out an application or you can give a resume. Sometimes you get a cover letter. And the person that runs the business says, hey, I'm going to give this person what's called an interview. You usually go for an interview and they assess whether or not you would be compatible with their place of business. And they say, we like you. And here is the remuneration commensurate with your experience. And we're going to pay you this. And so when you get that paycheck, that's actually the reward for working. And in Canada, you give 50% to government. So it's sad.
blogging industry, it's a very glamorous reward. You're gifted these amazing things from different brands and it's seen as so glamorous. But it is work. It's not just
Not work. Douche. Taking a photo of your ass is not work. Okay? Someone else is actually taking the photo. You're just standing in awkward poses and being weird. It's not work.
just like you can do this thing that you're being offered to be given.
And also, let's be real. When your entire body is made of Play-Doh, anybody could really do it then. Because if you can afford the plastic surgery to do what she's done to her body, anybody could pretty much do that. Being blessed genetically with good looks and stuff, that is not a job. That's just you won the genetic lottery. Congrats. You're still a douche.
Free and there's no strings attached. You have to work your ass off, create content, all that.
I hate influencers and family vloggers who say this. It is not hard work to be an influencer. I'll give you that it's time consuming because your life is entirely wrapped up in reading comments and saying, what's my next content? It's what we're doing anyways, adults anyway, we're all on our phones on social media anyway. You just get paid to do it. It is not hard work. You do not work your ass off by posting 3 photos a week. I'm sorry. Let's normalize not saying this shit is hard work because those who actually do hard work in real life should be highly offended because this shit is not hard and I do it. I also work for a living. So both worlds. But I'm telling you, this shit, if this is all I did, I would be severely beyond blessed because it's so easy.
Brand. Content that is worth watching to your average person. Content that is going to come across as authentic.
Authentic. Excuse me? Everything about you isn't authentic. Every single thing about you. Your eyebrows are likely tattooed onto your face. That's not authentic. You wear fake eyelashes. That's not authentic. You put 15 pounds of makeup on. That's not authentic. Okay? You have so much lip injections. It looks like your lips are inflated at a dollar store. Okay? You have probably Brazilian butt lift. You probably have fake boobs. You probably get tummy tucks. You probably get everything done. And then on top of all that, you Photoshop this shit. Are you honestly, or you use the filters that are provided that make you look something like you're not? Are you telling me that's authentic? Everybody who comes at me for making fun of people's looks, be real with me right now. Do you think that's authentic? Is that authentic? There's not one lick of authenticity in that whatsoever. None. Sorry. Dad rant.
As enjoyable, as relatable, as funny, as
Is it funny?
happy, as pleasurable to watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't going to do anything.
Meaning, okay, she didn't mention anything that was like a value, by the way. I can understand being funny. Funny is value. People laugh. But she's not funny. Let's be real. Nobody is. These vloggers are not funny. There are some awesome Instagram influencers out there and TikTokers who are hilarious. Okay? They're beautiful and they're hilarious. So at least they bring something. But nothing that you'd said there was of value to the world. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Just, again, taking a picture of your ass and your cleavage is not beneficial to anybody.
Anything about this, but I realise it's not just me, it is the entire blogging industry, and I just think, move with the times, people, you know what I mean? It made me so sad to see that the majority of these comments were from older people, from the
Why does that matter to you?
older generation. How the hell are children supposed to learn the qualities of being a nice, decent person who encourages others to go for their dreams if they are being raised by people who are so bitter about their jobs?
Excuse me? No, people are calling you out on your behavior, on your shitty behavior, because I'm not going to tell my kid, hey, if you grow up and get fake tits, fake ass, fake lips, fake eyes, fake hair, fake everything, and then you like reach out to people and you become an influencer, like that's totally going to be live your dream. I would never tell my daughter to ever reach for that type of thing. The thing about these people is their kids are groomed to do that. I do not want my daughter to be famous, an Instagram influencer of any kind whatsoever, ever, or my kids. I would never, ever want that for them. And you shouldn't either. So just because we're older calling this out, yeah, we're parents. I don't think she's missing the point where us as parents are saying, let's get rid of this bullshit toxicity on the internet because our kids are going to suffer from it. She is so stupid, it hurts me inside my heart.
And the way their lives turned out, that they have to take to the internet.
This is the whole, you're just jealous, you're jealous. No, we're not. A lot of us lead very normal, happy lives because we don't have to take pictures of our ass on the beach. Just saying. Nobody's jealous. If anybody is, if they are jealous, they're jealous that you do absolutely nothing and get paid tons of money for it. And so, yeah, they want to bring you down a peg. It's kind of what I do here, right? People flock to this channel for this type of content because they want to know that there's somebody who thinks like them, that this shit is bullshit, that this stuff is garbage and they shouldn't follow it. And that's when it gets called out, it's kind of refreshing. You're right. I was thinking that same thing. These people are dumb. And so now we can agree that they're all dumb together. She's just thrown out the you're jealous thing because they don't have any argument or debate whatsoever about what they do. As soon as you resort to this thing that you're jealous, then I automatically assume that you are stupid and you cannot form a cohesive thought in a debate or anything. I automatically assume you're dumb. And I was right.
To write disgustingly degrading comments to a 22-year-old
Stop. Who cares? You're 20. You're an adult.
female who actually did nothing wrong.
What does it matter that you're 22? Explain that to me. Who cares? So you're 22, you're not allowed to be made fun of? Are you shitting me?
I could completely understand this if I did something so disgusting and so inhuman.
You do. You're a toxic influencer. That's disgusting and inhuman in my books.
People are going to get their backs up and people are going to have an opinion. But the only reason people got their backs up is because they don't take the time out to really get to know the blogging industry. They have absolutely no idea what social media.
Are you kidding me right now? I cannot believe the hypocrisy of this idiot. They don't want to take the time to understand the blogging and vlogging industry, except that's what Paul just did right here. He told you how the sausage was made. This is them learning and understanding it and saying, oh shit, is this what it's about? That's why they're leaving comments. How obtuse of you not to notice, but I get it. You're too wrapped up in your ass and your fake fingernails and your ugly thumbs. I get it. But she's too stupid to realize that that is people being exposed to the truths of the blogging industry. Right there. Paul just laid it out for you guys. And that's why they're being woken up to it. And she's like, you don't want to learn? We just did learn, lady!
Is nowadays. And it just makes me so upset.
Again, we did learn. And that's what it is nowadays. And now that's why we're appalled by it. Because we think, holy shit, this entitled generation got more entitled? How is that even possible? We're reaching levels of entitlement that shouldn't even be possible.
Know that there are still these people out there who make it incredibly hard for people to follow their dreams. There are so...
What's stopping you? Why is people leaving negative comments stopping you from following your dreams? Can you answer that question? Elle Darby? Nothing. Just delete the comments. Like you probably block everybody. It's fine. How does it stop you from following your dreams? If anything, when our kids read that shit, hopefully they will see this type of video and say, I don't want to do that. Exactly. That's the point. We don't want kids to do this. We want to make this like a social pariah to do what you're doing. We want it to be like, ew, you're an influencer? Gross. Right? We want that to be it. We want that to be the thing. We want to put a stigma on this so that our kids don't fall into it. That's what we want. That's the end goal here. To make this shit unacceptable.
Many young people out there nowadays whose dream, whose life goal is to be able to say, I can provide for myself and my family by putting videos I enjoy making on YouTube.
And that's what we're against here. So, exactly. Thank you. No, nobody should strive to do this unless it's something awesome. Like if you're making miniatures or building forts in the woods or like painting or doing something of talent, ability that people can get enjoyment, I can get that. But to post your ass on the internet is not something anybody should strive for. Her content is garbage. The point is that your content, it adds no value. If it added value, we could have a conversation here. But your shit is dumb.
I earn enough money to support myself from my blog.
You know what else you can do to earn money to support yourself? Get a job, lady! Is she saying the only way to support yourself is to show your ass on the internet? Because that is not a message I want to tell my daughter or my children or your children. That is not a message we should ever say, and is exactly what she's perpetuating here. Go get a job then, an education. There are a million jobs out there right now. There's education, there's trades. You can make a lot of money doing something you so enjoy. It doesn't have to be turning a camera on and being fake. There's so many other things in the world. The issue today in Fisher Price and all these people releasing vlogging kits for kids and shit is that that's where we're going, and that's so dangerous. Because eventually this will fade out, and what are they going to do? A lot of them won't want to go to school. A lot of them won't, a lot of these kids who are in vlogs with their families, they don't go to school.
There are so many young people out there nowadays whose dream, whose life goal is to be able to say, I can provide for myself on skincare, veganism, fitness, nutrition, clothing, fashion.
Skincare? Is skincare honestly wearing 40 pounds of makeup? I think that's anti-skincare, actually. Skincare is letting your skin breathe.
Veganism, fitness, nutrition,
fitness.
Clothing, fashion, whatever.
Thanks for all those things that don't matter.
It is people like the people. And
again, she doesn't do any of those things unless she's sponsored to do those posts. So she's not bringing awareness. She's just whatever's hot, like Micah did the whole time. We're vegan now. Now we're not vegan. We're homeschooling. Now we're not homeschooling. It was whatever's hot topic, and they would literally form and shape their families to whatever's hot topics and make them do whatever the shit was going on. Micah did that so much, especially when it came to veganism and everything else. Jess Fam does that, vegan, and all of a sudden next she's eating chicken and fish. These people lie to you. That's why I talk about this. They are absolute effing liars.
That were giving me hate for sending that email that stop others, younger children, the younger generation, the next generation, growing up to be a happy individual.
No, she's conflating happy with being an influencer. Nope. Don't listen to this person.
Who does something with their life that they enjoy, who lives a life.
You can do things you enjoy with your life without putting your ass on the internet. Why does she keep saying this? Please, stop listening to her.
Life that they can honestly say gives them as much fulfillment as possible. And that's what got to me.
Okay, the conflation of you're only going to enjoy your life if you do what I do is the scariest thing I've ever heard. Guys, that is scary, okay? She honestly believes that kids should do what she's doing. And if they don't do that, they can't be happy. Hear it, guys.
Why I cried my eyes out in my car alone, because I thought, how the hell are we supposed to tackle this issue when there are still so many people out there that are so close
what to issue?
That you can live a life you
tackle what issue?
Create. You can live a life you absolutely love. You love waking up every single day because you're doing what you love with your work. You do not slave away at a job that doesn't bring you inner happiness, that doesn't make you feel like you are living your best damn life.
That's a white supremacy. By the way, Darby, you're racist and fatphobic and homophobic and everything else phobic, and now you're canceled. What are you going to do now? You're going to have to go get one of those jobs that you can't be happy in. Oh my God, I worked my whole life. There were jobs, yes, I wasn't happy in, but you know what I did? I got educated. I did things that gave me skill sets that made me better at other things, and I went and did other jobs. Anybody has this, she honestly believes that influencing is the only thing you can do to make yourself happy. That is, her whole world is wrapped up in this, and now her world is crumbled and crashed, and it's going to be very interesting to watch this happen.
Every single day, you can create that for yourself. And until the day we stop tearing other people down, realizing their worth, for realizing what they can bring from one company to another, then we're not going to get there. We're not going to get that.
Thank God we're not going to. Let's not get there. Please. Brands, stop. I don't know, maybe there has to be some kind of push for brands to stop using influencers. Beauty influencers, I guess. Or maybe just focus beauty influencers on just makeup. Because if they're good at that, then that's the makeup you want to buy. I get that, right? I get that. But like, why is she advertising for vacuums? This lady doesn't clean her house. Why is she advertising for shit that doesn't even enter into her lifestyle? I feel like influencer marketing, specifically when it comes to narcissistic influencers in general. I'm not saying all influencers, I'm just saying this type of influencer. Beauty and look influencers who just look at my body. That's all I have to offer you is my body. I feel like we need to like regulate that shit.
Like, I'm sorry, but I just think it's an absolute shame. I just think it's so heartbreaking that there are so many creative, young, talented people.
Stop. Why do you keep saying it's just about the young people who can't be influencers because you can't be? Stop saying this shit.
Out there who have so much to offer, and they are...
What are they off? What are you offering? Does she have a vape in her hand? Great. The kids are watching. She's talking about kids. She has a vape. What are you offering? I'm all ears.
Scared of putting themselves out there.
It's a lighter.
On the internet.
It's a lighter. So she is smoking weed.
Because of people like this.
Or lighting
Someone
candles.
tweeted me saying I feel so sad for the blogging industry right now. So many bloggers
Don't feel sad for the blogging industry.
encourage people to just say, contact that company, contact that hotel, see what you can get in return for giving them exposure to their target
Can you imagine on their website, like, we accept exposure bucks.
audience. What's the worst they can say? No. Actually, the worst that they can do is literally show you off to the world in a degrading, patronising,
Thank you, White Moose.
nasty light, like I was put in this morning.
Hey, I'm wondering, Ellie, if you know that you're nasty, because we just uncovered it all. You are nasty. You are a nasty, disgusting person. Look at your tweets. Look what you said. That lives in your heart. And it lives in your mom's heart, apparently. That's from what's going on, what I'm hearing. Okay? You are disgusting. And so everything you've put across has been a lie. Because this whole time, you make fun of fat people. You think you're racist against Polish people, racist against black people. You're racist. You're fat phobic. You're everything. You are disgusting. So this whole time she's coming off like she's like, I'm so angelic. When the whole time you're listening to this, no, now we know who she really is. That's crazy.
And to do happy business with this hotel, and it's just made me so sad. It's honestly just, it's broken my heart. But rather...
That's what broke your heart? That a hotel didn't want to work with you? You need better goals. You need better standards for what breaks your heart. That's shit ass.
Rather than wallow in my sadness and my embarrassment and my humiliation, yes, obviously they're the emotions I felt straight away, I want to speak to anybody out there right now who wants to start a blog, who wants to start a YouTube, who wants to do something with their life that is going to make them happy.
No, it's money. It's not happy, guys. Influencers in general who need their beauty to make money, if they're honest with you, and I'm sure some of them are happy, but if they're honest with you, the pressure of having to be on 100% of the time, can't exit your house without looking the way you look, having to like, what's my next content? What's this? Some of them might be happy, okay? But for the most part, they live in absolute sadness. They can't trust anybody. Men come in into their lives because they attract the same type of men that they are, who just go through people. They are not happy. And if you actually ask them honestly, when their career is done because the looks no longer are there and they didn't have anything else to grab onto, like a personality or anything, I would honestly ask them on their deathbed, were you happy to be influencer? And they say, I'm probably happy with the money, but I was absolutely sad all the time. If they were honest with you, that's the response.
Do not let these kind of people bring you down. That man's Facebook
He brought you down though.
page is full of roasting people. And
so then why did you reach out to him? Dumbass.
you know what? It's going to come back around to him. It's going to come back around to him. If you live a life of solely, maliciously degrading people,
He's a hotel owner. He makes his money at the hotel. His social media is his fun. And thank God he did it, because he calls out people like you.
their honest attempts to be bettering themselves, you're not going to get anywhere. My intent was literally...
Stop saying literally!
just to see if he wanted to do business with me in a polite and respectful way.
Except you're racist.
His response was came from a completely dark, nasty place. There was nothing about that would have made anybody feel good. So, I don't know.
Do you feel like your eye looks?
Like I said before, I don't want this story of mine, but you off doing something.
Here's my conjecture. So she has those ugly long nails. She wiped her ass, got some poop in her nail, because I don't know how you do it, right? Just by accident. Then fixed her fake eyelash and got shit in her eye. That's what happens. That's shit eye. That's what that is. Medical term. Look it up.
Thing you love. This is just almost an example of how you're going to be if you end up doing something in your life that you don't enjoy, that you don't love, that doesn't bring you happiness. Because if you're a really happy person, you don't do that to other people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
No, nobody knows. You're bad.
So gutted about it. Like, I was just honestly so upset. Like,
I thought there was gonna be crying in this video.
I haven't had that big of a cry in such a long time. But
Imagine. How tone deaf are you? I haven't had that much of a cry in so long because a hotel guy said you couldn't stay for free. That's the problems that you have in your life, and you expect your fans to be like, yeah, I totally get that. I totally see literally what you mean, because that happens to me all the time. That's what she's sad about? That's all she had to cry about? Piss off into the sun, lady.
then just thought, you know what, boo, I'm living my best life.
Oh, boo, you're doing so good, sweetie.
He's clearly not living his.
He's not your boo.
And if he wants to use me as a little stepping stone to
He's bigger than you. He was bigger than you on the internet, so...
trying to find happiness out of making others feel like a piece of shit, and that's fine. He
Is it fine? It doesn't sound like it's fine to you. It's not fine.
can use me all he wants because I know that I'm a nice person.
You're not a nice person. No. Everybody remember, she just said that. I'm going to screenshot. She just said that. She's not a nice person. We have proof of that. You're not a nice person, Ellie. You are disgusting.
Don't do anything that I wouldn't be proud of doing or saying.
Whoa, let's rewind that.
Out of making others feel like a piece of shit. And that's fine. He can use me all he wants because I know that I'm a nice person. I don't do anything that I wouldn't be proud of doing or saying if someone came.
I don't do anything I wouldn't be proud of. Oh my God. She said it, folks. That's the meme right there.
To use it back around later. I'm not a bully. I'm not a nasty person. I'm not a freeloader. I'm not cheeky. I don't think I'm God's gift. I'm just...
You're a freeloader.
a young girl trying to live her best life.
And any 30-year-old in my chat who's make fun of me, how dare you 30-year-olds? You're basically dead. What do you have to... Who are you, dead old person?
And making my way, you know? Don't be discouraged by this.
This is why youth shouldn't be able to vote.
Story, because there's a million and one others out there and they've literally used situations like this to fuel themselves forward. Anyway, that is my story time for the day.
Wow, that's a really good story, thanks. There's still lots of minutes left here. There's like 2 minutes left.
Being so supportive, like, social media can be such an amazing place and it can just make you feel like you have so many loving, caring people on the other end who would...
No, it's called parasocial relationships and that shit's dangerous. So, they only like you until you say something wrong. That's it.
Do anything for you, and that is so amazing. Then at the same time, I guess it's hard to remember in amidst the love of all of that there are some people up
amidst, maybe that's the right word,
there who are just so...
Wow, this is a really good video.
Do not let any type of internet bully like this stop you in your way. Everything happens for a reason.
But here's also a lesson. Don't be racist, homophobic, fatphobic, and all the phobics. Call people out and be hateful to Polish people. Just don't do that shit. Maybe you should say that next.
And I honestly think that it's going to be situations like this that make people realise the blogging industry is nothing to be slated for. You're a social...
No, you're not a blogger, dumbass. Why she keep saying she's a blogger? There's a difference. She's a vlogger and a social media influencer. That's different. A blogger generally writes things and can put cohesive sentences together. Like blogging recipes and blogging shit. You're not a blogger, dumbass!
Social media influencer, good for you, because I know how difficult it must have been for you to cut against the slack of other people in...
Really? That's the harshest thing. So if you're going to be an influencer, just be careful because you'll get comments on your shit. Lady, you get paid millions of dollars to take pictures of your ass. So... just don't read the comments then? I don't know. If someone's going to pay me $1 million to take a picture of my ass, which there is none of, I would do it. I'd just turn off the comments.
Ordinary jobs, living in an ordinary 9-to-5 life because they don't have the balls to do what they really want to be doing with their life.
Did she just say that? If you are a regular person with a 9-to-5 job, you don't have the balls to be an influencer? Did she just say that? You realize, Elle Darby, dumbass, PhD, that influencers make up less than 0.000000001% of the world, right? Everybody else works a regular job. Those people work regular 9-to-5 jobs who feed their families and take care of their loved ones and everything else. They're the ones that pay you, ass crack. They're the ones that watch your shit. You get paid because of those people. And other influencers aren't watching you. She just alienated her entire audience. How did she survive that comment 3 years ago? How did she survive that?
So I take my hat off to you, and I take my hat off to anybody who pushes through a situation like this, because it can be so humiliating. And you can.
Nobody gets through situations like this. You know why? Because we don't call hotels and say, I've got 10,000 followers on Instagram. Can I stay for free? Nobody does that. We don't have to push through that because we're not narcissistic douchebags who are entitled and selfish. We're not that. Nobody does. And again, your whole entire audience is made up of those people who work 9-to-5 jobs, who work for a living, who don't get to take pictures of their ass on the internet for money. Who is this person? Holy shit, this is going to be fun.
I feel so embarrassed because that's the way people want you to feel. That's the way naturally you think you should feel, because you have all these people being like, oh my god, you're such an idiot, what the hell? Until you have a little bit of a reality check with yourself and you're like, I did nothing wrong. And I feel sad for all of you that are taking the mick out of me, because I know my worth. I know what I... There's
no mick, whatever that means, in you. You are mickless because you're just, these people have no souls. They're so not self-aware of anything. They have no awareness whatsoever about their privilege, about anything. They don't live real lives. They don't go to work. They probably only go out of the house to shop. They don't, or eat lunch at expensive restaurants. They absolutely don't know how the real world works. They don't. And to say something like that is that if you work a regular job, that you're scared or you're worthless? Holy shit!
I can give to people. I know what I can do for people. I know what I expect from other people. What? And that's not wrong. That's not bad. The sooner the blogging industry is realised as a proper industry,
it's not.
The better.
It's no. No!
For all of us. I'm so sorry today's video's been a bit of a different vibe. I know it's not usually me. I just thought,
No, that's probably more you than anything else.
You know what? I usually keep so quiet about things like this. I don't ever really speak up on, I guess, controversial issues. I don't speak about that. I know that you guys come to my channel for positivity, for happiness, to have a laugh, to...
None of it's funny.
Have a bit of fun, but I couldn't let this one go without speaking about it. I thought, you know what, mate, if you are gonna try and roast me, I'm gonna roast you, right?
You didn't roast him at all. You didn't say shit. There was no roast there. You were just, woe is me the whole time. I'm 22. How dare 30-year-olds look at me? What? There's no roast? You terrible.
Back, and guess who's gonna win?
So many good memes in this video. Guess who's gonna win? Well, White Moose Cafe's still there. And your shit's canceled, lady. That's who's gonna win. Because your real person came out. It's just a matter of time before the real people that are influencers is unearthed. This happens to every famous influencer. Every single one of them. I don't know if I've seen any of them survive at all. None of them. I don't think, like Jeffree Star, you look at all of them. I can't even name them all because there's so many. Every single one of these people who are influencers, it's almost like you can't be an influencer unless you're a bad person. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you really inherently already have to be a bad person in order to pursue this type of dream. It's really weird, right? Do you guys see a pattern emerging here? That these people who are influencers are assholes. That's the pattern. I'm seeing it.
Keep on living your damn happy life, boo, and
don't call anybody boo.
Ever let any dreams...
Okay, we saw that already.
Sad, pathetic little man that decided to be so embarrassed of myself over...
Oh my god.
Want any advice? Or
she just keeps repeating her shit.
I love you guys so much.
You don't love everybody. Alright, Elle Darby. We're gonna snark on your shit. I know she's gonna delete all her videos with all the racism and all. I couldn't find there. Apparently there was a whole bunch where they went traveling to Asian countries and they were racist. I hope some people downloaded those videos and I'm happy to receive those to snark on them. I downloaded 30 of her videos off her channel because she's gonna pull a Micah and delete everything. Okay? So we're gonna talk about this lady until she's gone. Because this one deserves to be gone. Not even just for the racism and for the fatphobia and the homophobia and all that shit that she's probably anti-mask or anti-vax, probably all that shit. She's probably all of it, okay? But for the sole fact that she thinks that you are a bad person, that you are worthless because you work a normal job and that every kid should only strive to be an influencer. That's what she should be counseled for. Yeah, surprising, right? No, but that's the shit that we should never ever allow this to be in the world. This is crazy. People who sponsored her, they're all being contacted now and she should be like, how would you even sponsor this person after she said those things? When her entire audience is made up of the things she hates the most. Not only is she racist, fatphobic, but she's ageist. She hates people who work regular jobs, poor people. She's disgusting. And she's getting what's owed to her. This is called karma. We get to see it live. It's amazing. So stick with me through this. It's going to be fun. Take a deep breath. Sorry for the long one. Holy shit. That's what she said. Thanks for joining me in this new year. We're going to be tackling all these influencers. I think it's a big year for influencing culture. I think you're going to see something happen this year. People have been home from COVID for like 2 years and they're starting to see how toxic this shit is. Let's uncover it. Let's be real. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. Fun, snarky, serious. It's going to be great. You're amazing, valuable. Please stop comparing yourself to influencers. Keep this in the back of your mind when you're looking at this stuff, even if you enjoy it. Like you looking at somebody because of the way they dress and you aspire to that type of style. I get it. But don't forget to keep in the back of your mind that these people are completely fake. And they likely live very lonely, gross lives. So enjoy what you want to take from it, but at the same time, always keep in the back of your mind to always put in the back of your mind to not compare yourself because you're better than them. I promise you. And you're very valuable. Don't ever forget it. I'll see you tomorrow.